Hello students, welcome to EduTap. I'm Tanushri. So less than 1 month is left for your NABARD Grade A Phase 1 examination. At this point, many of you who have been preparing for this exam since a long period of time and who have already covered all the components are looking for a quick revision initiative, right? And also there are students who have recently started preparing for NABARD Grade A examination and who want an initiative where all the components and all the important concepts they are covered quickly, right? So for all of you, EduTap is launching today a new course, and that is the quick revision batch. In this quick revision batch, live classes, 20 live classes will be taken, wherein all the components for the NABARD grade exam phase 1, NABARD grade A phase 1 exam will be covered, right? So let me show you what are the components, what are going to be the deliverables, what is the schedule for the classes, and also in between I'll tell you what should be your strategy to effectively use the entire course, the course material, the course deliverables, right? So as to maximize your chances of selection in this limited period of time. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so students, first of all, as you can see that live classes are going to be there. Now let me show you what will be the schedule of these live classes. Okay, so if you see here, hmm, live classes, they will begin from 9th of August, right? So from 9th of August, live classes will be held every day at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. ठीक है, 10 बजे से लेके 2 बजे तक आपका टाइम होगा इसके अंदर. For 4 hours classes will be held. I know that for a lot of you the classes might seem hectic, too heavy, but please understand that we are also having a time constraint, and if we have to cover everything in such a limited period of time, then we have to put in extra effort, right? So 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. will be the time for your classes, and classes will start from 9th of August. Now, if you ask me how the classes and how many classes are devoted to each of the component, then first of all, ARD, which is one of the most important components for this exam, it will be covered so that after covering, you will have sufficient time to revise this component as well. So first of all, from 9th of August till 12th of August, ARD will be covered by Shamli ma'am, right? After that, on 13th and 14th of August, ESI will be covered by Kritika ma'am. And this is the static part of ESI, right? And see students, in the ESI, it is the current affairs part which dominates more than the static part. Therefore, despite it being in the merit section, we have devoted less classes to the ESI static, because out of 40 odd questions, hardly 5 to 6 questions, more than 5 to 6 questions are even asked in the ESI static part, and therefore only 2 classes have been devoted. After that, we have on 15th of August we will be having reasoning classes by Meghna ma'am. On 17th and 18th of August we will have English classes by Narveer Singh sir, and then on 19th and 20th of August we will have quant classes by Vishnu Dutt sir, right? On 21st of August, we will have decision making class by Jalat sir. On 22nd of August, we will have computer knowledge class by Ekta ma'am. 23rd and 24th of August, from 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th and 27th, these 5 classes, they have been devoted to GA, because in the merit section, if you see 40 marks of ESI, like around 30 to 35 marks of ESI and 20 marks of GA are solely dedicated to the current affairs, and therefore 5 classes have been devoted to the current affairs. In these classes, we are going to cover the most important 3 months, that is the June, July and August current affairs. Don't worry, apart from these, the current affairs for the other months, the documents for the other months will also be provided to you, but the classes in the live class, current affairs of 3 months will be discussed, right? So on 23rd of August, ARD news tab will be covered by Diksha ma'am from June to August. And then on 24th of August, ARD reports tab will be covered by Diksha ma'am. On 25th of August, schemes tab will be discussed by Gurkirat sir. On 26th of August, reports tab will be discussed by Divyanshu sir. On 27th of August, general awareness current tap will be discussed by Gurkirat sir and Divyanshu sir, right? And then on 28th of August, to make sure that nothing is left, we are conducting a social issues live class as well. where Jaskaran sir, he will quickly revise and quickly cover the social issues part of the ESI. So in this manner, all the components and all the important topics and their concepts will be covered in the live classes, right? So that was the schedule of live classes. After that, I am going to show you what will be the deliverables in each of the components, and also what should be your strategy for different components, right? Okay, and students, first of all, if you see, we have the quantitative aptitude. In the NABARD Grade A Phase 1 examination, quant, reasoning, English, decision making, and computer knowledge, they are part of your non-merit section. That is, here you only have to clear the sectional cutoff. So, for the students who have already covered everything, you just come to the live class to brush up your concepts, and those who have recently started their preparation, come to these classes to understand the most important topics, because here your focus and your target is to clear the sectional cutoff. You don't have to master the maths to cover to clear some CAT exam or bank PU exam. No, that is not the requirement. And even if you go through the sectional cutoff for these components, it is not very much, right? So please focus on the most important topics. And right now, when less than 1 month is left, after covering the topic, your focus should be on solving as many mock tests and as many quizzes as you can, right? So if you see in the quantitative aptitude, all the chapters have been given, right? And in these chapters, if you see, quizzes are provided, and also for the chapters which are of utmost importance, concept classes in the form of previous year questions have also been provided, right? If you see a percentage, again, the concept class for the previous year question has been provided, and apart from them, the 3 quizzes have been provided. So if you are joining this course, then you will get live classes. Once you attend the live classes, after that you can go through the quiz as well, to make sure that whatever you have learned in the class, you are able to apply it in the exam, right? So that is these are going to be the deliverables in the quantitative aptitude class. After that, let us see what will be the deliverables for the reasoning. If we look at the reasoning, again, for each and every class, there will be concept classes in the form of previous year questions, and then alphabetical series will be, then the quizzes will be there. So for example, if we look, the first chapter is the alphabetical series, and the quiz have been provided. Similarly, if we look at syllogism, then here also previous year question concept classes and the questions for the syllogism, the quiz for the syllogism has been provided. So this is going to be the structure for the reasoning also, right? After reasoning, we are going to see the English component, right? So in the English, all the grammatical concepts, they are being taught here: the subject verb agreement, nouns, pronouns, advanced verbs, etc. But students, as far as the strategy is concerned, I'll suggest you that instead of going for all these components, please focus on the most important components like the subject verb agreement, because if you are new to this exam, you just have to clear the sectional. Time and again I'm repeating it, because most of the students, they end up devoting a lot of their time to the to the non-merit part, right? So don't devote a lot of your time. Just make sure that you are able to clear the sectional cutoff. And for those who have already covered and who just want to brush up their concepts, and who just want to revise the things, come to the class, revise it, and then practice as many quiz and as many mocks as you can, right? After that, let us see the other components. Okay, so here let us first discuss the current affairs part. If we look at the current affairs component, then all the current affairs, they have been provided to you in different parts, right? So what are these different parts? If you see that in the exam, the weightage, more weightage is given to the schemes part. A lot of questions are being asked from the schemes, after that from the reports part, right? And then from the current stab part. So therefore we have different magazine to cover different themes, right? So the current affairs, it is being covered on the thematic basis. So in the scheme tab, magazines and MCQs part, you will see that you will get schemes tab, right? So right now, from first to schemes tab from 1st to 15th of July has been released, and after each schemes tab you will also get the quiz, right? So this is going to be the pattern of schemes tab. After that, similarly, we will have the we will have the pattern for the reports tab. The reports tab will be provided, and after that the quiz for the reports tab will also be provided, right? Now if you ask me how to cover and for how many months of current affairs to cover, then your focus should be on 3 to 5 months, right? That is the ideal situation. But if you are really short on time, and if you are a beginner, and if you have not covered current affairs as of now, then you can focus on the current affairs of 3 months, right? June, July, August. And if you ask me the priority order, then first and foremost, you should cover the schemes tab. They are going to be of the utmost importance. After that, you have to cover the reports tab, right? Then we have the current tab magazine. If you see the structure of the current tab magazine, then students, in the current tab, we have GA, GA plus ESI, and GA plus finance. In this last 1 month, you can afford to ignore the GA plus finance part, because that is majorly for the students who are preparing for RBI grade B examination, right? So if you are somebody who's preparing for NABARD grade A, you can afford to ignore the GA plus finance part, right? If time permits, then of course you can go through it, but I'm assuming that all of you are right now on short of time, then you can ignore the GA plus finance part, right? After that, we have the RBI news tab magazines and MCQs. That is not relevant for from our exam perspective. Then this is something you can completely skip. After that, we have miscellaneous reports and magazines, right? And there are reports which you have to do in this part. If you see, we have the financial stability report, moderate importance from our perspective. After that, we have RBA annual report. Again, it is 23 to 24 part. Again, least to moderate importance should be given to it. Then we have global financial stability report. This is something you can read. World economic outlook, again you just have to go through the highlights of this report. Then we have the India employment report 2024. This is important from our exam perspective. Then we have finances of Panchayati Raj institutions report 2024. This is important, right? So all the reports which have been mentioned here. Then we have the new education policy 2020 report. Since no update has been given, so this report also becomes slightly important for us, because education is a part of our ESI syllabus, right? Then we have National Family Health Survey 5. Certain data related questions can be asked from these parts, right? Now, if I have to tell you what are the most important reports, then reports from our exam perspective, right? Because every year from minimum 1 to maximum 5 questions are being asked from these two reports, SECC 2011 and Census 2011. After that, please do attempt the quiz as well, right? So that was the structure of the miscellaneous report. And I also told you what are some of the important reports which you have to cover. Then there is the Union Budget and Economic Survey. This year, since the Union Budget and Economic Survey have been launched recently, they become utmost important to us. You cannot afford to leave these two documents or to ignore these two documents. Then please focus, like give a lot of importance to these two documents, Economic Survey and Budget. So that is also being covered here. After that, we have Agri Current Tab magazine, in which the current affairs related to the agriculture are being asked, are being discussed. So you have to read it. Again, this is not at all a very heavy document. I think per month 12 to 13 pages of document this is, so you can cover it really well. And then we have the Agri Report Step magazine. That is again very important. So for the current affairs, as you have seen in the live classes, current affairs of on the same themes for 3 months will be covered, right? That is the June, July and August. But if you are somebody who have the luxury of time and who would like to read like beyond 3 months, then you can always refer to these documents, these magazines, to cover the current affairs, right? So now, after having discussed the current affairs part, let us see the computer knowledge and the decision making part, right? So in the current affairs, in the computer also, if you see, for each of the topics, summary sheet, solved PYQs and quiz, that is being provided to you. So now here for these components, I'll request you that whenever you are coming for the class, because the schedule has been provided, so beforehand you know that what class will be held. So whenever you are coming for any class, please do go through the summary sheet beforehand, because then you will have an idea of what will be taught in the class. If you are attending the class with slight preparedness, you will able to grasp the content well, and that will be a kind of, very good revision for you. And also you'll be able to proactively interact in the class, right? If you have any doubt, if you have not understood the concept, because here in the live classes, the teachers, they will discuss and they will teach the most important concepts. Apart from that also, if you have any doubt, then you can ask in the live class, right? So like, read the summary sheet, come to the class. After you have read the summary sheets and revised it in the live class also, please do attempt this solved PYQs and the quiz to make sure, or to gauge what is your level of preparedness, how well you have understood the topic. And whatever areas where you find yourself lacking, you can always go back to the summary sheet and make sure that you have corrected all your mistakes. So that should be your pattern of studying, right? Okay, now after having seen the computer component, let's move to the another part, which is the decision making component, right? Again, computer knowledge and decision making, these are part of your non-merit section. Then please devote the time according to their importance. You have to clear only the sectional cutoff. Don't keep on studying them for all days, ठीक है? पूरा दिन बैठ के इन्हीं को नहीं पढ़ना है. Simply give the time as per their importance. Again, if you see in the decision making part also, most of the things they are covered from the like, there is a summary sheet which is provided and which cover the entire decision making part. Then we have the solved PYQs and also the decision making. And for decision making, there are 10 sectional tests which have been provided, right? So for decision making, 10 sectional mocks have been provided to you. That is how we are going to cover the decision making part, right? And after decision making, now we have covered all the parts for the non-merit section as well as the current affairs part. Let us see the ESI and the ARD part. ARD, it is one of the most important topics, and here in this topic, it is the static part which dominates, ठीक है? ESI के comparison में अगर हम static को ARD को देखते हैं, तो out of 40 questions, 30 to 35 questions are being asked from your static part, right? So if we see in the course what are the components that will be provided to you, then for each of the sections, summary sheet, solved PYQs and the quiz will be provided to you. Again, the your strategy and your plan should remain similar to what I have discussed earlier, that cover the summary sheet, then come to the class, and after that attempt the solved PYQs and the quiz, right? So that should be your ideal way of covering each and every topic. Again, if you ask me, since you are really short on time, in this ARD part, if you think that to cover the entire ARD is very difficult, if you are a beginner and if you think that covering ARD in such a short period of time is difficult for you, then what you can do is that I'm telling you the names of 7 most important chapters. You can give a lot of importance to those 7 chapters, right? Because again, if I tell you, out of those 40 marks, 20 to 25 marks are covered from these 7 chapters, right? So they are agronomy, cropping systems and pattern, soil and water conservation, plantation and horticulture crop, animal husbandry and poultry, fisheries and forestries, right? So these 7 chapters, they are of utmost importance if we talk from the phase 1 perspective, right? So that is how you have to cover the ARD part as well, right? Now, if we move back, similar will be the structure for the ESI as well, right? In the ESI also, for each of the chapter, you will be provided the summary sheet, solved PYQ and the quiz, right? So that is how you have to cover, again, similarly, you have to cover, but give less importance to the ESI static as compared to the current affairs, because as I have told you previously as well, in the ESI part, it is the static which is not of that importance as compared to the current affairs part, right? Now, we have covered all the components which are required for the phase 1 examination, and in the last, to check, to make sure whether we are well prepared or not, we are also providing you the sectional quiz and the full length mock test for phase 1. Here you will be given 10 full length mock tests, right? 10 full length mock tests will be there, and apart from them, apart from that, sectional test for quant, reasoning and general English will be provided, and you'll have 10 sectional quiz for each one of them, 10 for quant, 10 for reasoning and 10 for English, right? And now let me tell you what will be the interface and what does the interface look like. If you see here, uh, oh, okay, so sorry students, right now I'm not able to open it, but if you will go through these full length mock tests and sectional quizzes, then you will get the exact exam like interface. And also after you have submitted your test, you will also get a full analysis, right? What were your right questions, and you will also get the explanations as well. So wherever you have been wrong, you will be able to cross check why I was wrong, right? So that will also give you a chance to correct yourself, and also you will have an analysis of your performance with in relation to the performance of the other students. In the competitive exams, your performance in relation to the other students performance becomes utmost important, right? आपको सिर्फ अकेले किसी एग्जाम को क्लियर नहीं करना है, you have to be good enough from the rest of the people, right? So that is the exact meaning of competition, कि आपको बाकियों के comparison में अच्छा होना है. So in these tests, we are going to provide you a thorough analysis for that as well. Okay. So that is going to be the entire entire course. The deliverables I have told you, the live class schedule I have told you. After that, we have one more component, that in the entire in this entire preparation, if at any day you feel like having a discussion with your mentors, if you want to discuss anything with your mentors, if you have any doubt regarding your preparation and anything, then you can always have a mentor talk, right? So mentor talks, weekly mentor talks are being organized, so you can directly have a one-to-one conversation with your mentor, right? So please do attend them if you have any of the doubts. So that was the entire course as far as the quick revision batch is concerned. If you have any doubt, then you can write it down in the comment section, and also you can contact our support team. If I have to tell you where you can contact, then just hmm. So you can contact at hello@edutab.co.in. So at this email address, you can contact and ask any of the queries regarding the program, right? So that was all about the quick revision batch. Okay. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and it made you explain what all are we going to provide you in this course and how to use this course effectively. So on this note, I'll take a leave from you. All the best for your exam preparation.